So we follow water, natural gas, and coal. Coal splits at one point, and so there's a story of coal use for campus heating and the story of coal use for electricity production. Each of these chapters, the script for it was written by an expert in that area. And so Kentucky American Water wrote how we get it out of the Kentucky River, and the Lexington Division of Environmental Quality wrote what happens to it after we use it. Several contributors from Mines and Minerals and the KGS wrote formation and extraction. So this wasn't me sitting around Wikipediaing how this stuff happens. It was getting expert opinion on it, and I really appreciate all the collaboration we got. So those are the main components of Empowered. And one other element that I said, go back to, answers the question of what's in it for me. And so one of the other things we developed was a piece called Empowered You. And essentially that's a behavior-based incentive program where you create an account and each week go in and say, this is what I did this week to save money and save resources. You earn points for making those decisions. There's a minimum number of points required to qualify each month. And every month that you're qualified, your name gets thrown into a hat for cash drawings. And so we have a health track reward program on campus that's very similar for faculty and staff. And it rewards financially preventative health care. Because we're so large, we're self-insured. So we pay our own medical bills. And so the fewer times that our faculty and staff go to the doctor, the less we spend on that. And so the more we can promote preventative health care, the more we save on the back end. So the same financial reasoning goes here. The more individuals on the campus take an active role in conservation, the lower our utility bills will be, the more money we can keep in the general fund for education, and but we're able to pull a little bit of that out and give it back to those making the decisions. So the drawings on that will be quarterly. Empowered You will officially launch probably on Monday, so you can sign up and start getting points, and first chance you'd have to win would be probably April 1st. And so the drawings will be quarterly there. So that is Empowered in a large nutshell. It takes a while to get all the way through it. There are brochures on the table that really kind of explain all the main pieces of it. And then we created some visual prompts, which I've been kind of seeding around, that are just be empowered, save energy. We didn't customize them for the light switch because we wanted them to be able to go on thermostats and at outlets and anywhere where you might want to remind yourself to save energy.
One thing I'll say about Shane, in our energy savings contract, we had metrics for every light bulb, how much electricity was going to save, and they had to guarantee it. We asked the company to guarantee human savings through this program, and they said they weren't ready to do that. So we assigned those metrics to Shane. He's got to save enough money to pay for the cost of this program. So you've got to help him.
I've got about 20 years before I retire, so I'm sure I can get it done by then.
So ultimately, I think we're looking at trying to create certain building champions within buildings to try to help us remind people, and that's kind of our next phase. So I think in conclusion, we have tried, and I think genuinely tried, to be a very open and transparent operation. We provide tours like you all took yesterday. We don't try to, we try to give out basic facts, honest facts. We've tried to tell people exactly what they can do to help us, and we'll continue to do that. And that's kind of where we're at. So, yes?
I have a question on your bar charts. If I look at the one that I have here, it shows that between 2009 and 2010, the kilowatts of electricity used, there's like a 10% increase, which is probably at the same time when you're going through all of the effort with the energy savings in electricity. Is that due to new buildings, or?
Actually, the energy savings came on in late 2010 and through most of 2011. This could, I mean, you're going to get natural fluctuations on heating days, cooling days. You want to talk about that?
Well, we didn't start.
Yeah, but in terms of electricity, we didn't do the ESCO until after that year.
The ESCO really wasn't started till December of 2010.
Right.
And the implementation phase took us well into 2011.
born and raised in a mining town. Most folks thought that up was down. We all lived and gave our soul, did it all.